my God, oh. Charlie, EL starts the morning with us here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Eura Adams Karim. It is the 10th day of June 2026. It's the 6th month of the year. And like I said on Monday, we are half through the year. All of those plans that you made, where have you got into? Are they becoming difficult? When they are, remember that there's nothing that's too difficult for God to do. Waiting no be cuckoo for one God. Have that at the back of your mind, that everything is cocoa for God. Nothing is too difficult for him to do. And so if you're facing any challenges as you traverse, this earth, always fall back on him, always go back to him, always talk to him, and he will take you out of it. Remember, he's told us time and again that he does not burden a soul more than it can carry. And so remember to always fall back on God. Always go back to God, no matter how sinful you have been. He is a God that forgives, and he is a God that listens. Go back and talk to God, and he would open the way for you. Do some good. Give some people some money out there. Do some charity out there, and just keep quiet about it. You don't have to publicize it. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to publish it. It's the same person who tells us that when you give with the right hand, the left hand must not see. And when you give with the left hand, the right hand must not see. So just do some good, right, in private, and receive your blessings in public. And that's when people do not get it, because they see you always smiling and happy and, and all of that, and living a good life. But they do not understand where it's all coming from. It is from the good that you do in private. So continue doing good in private and watch God bless you in public. Definitely, there's a lot happening today on the show for you. Let's quickly go through what the weather is saying this morning. After that, I'll bring you some updates of some news making rounds in the country, and then finally share my word of motivation with you this morning. This one, I take it from the late Kofi Annan, the Ghanaian who ascended to the office of UN Secretary General. I'm bringing you my word of motivation or my word of inspiration, a word of the day from Kofi Annan this morning. But let's start with temperatures. Okay, they want me to start with motivation. I was going to start with the weather for this morning, but let's take the motivation. I picked this one from Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General. And he says that to live is to choose. But to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for, where you want to go, and why you want to get there. Let's take it again. Kofi Annan says, to live is to choose. But to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for, where you want to go, and why you want to get there. I'm going to break this down this morning into 3 for you. Let's start with the first part, where he says that to live is to choose. Now, as human beings, we must come to an understanding that you cannot go through life without choices. From the day you were born, it took a decision by some people to give birth to you. It took a decision for those people to give you the name they gave you. And then once you start becoming of age, it's now left onto you to make decisions that guide your life or that guide your life. And so you can never go through life without choices. And what you must understand is that the life that you live, it is rarely a solo journey. It is not just about you, the individual. But as much as it is about you, it is also about your family, your siblings, your parents. It's about the people you find yourself in the same community with. And so you would have to make decisions that would affect not just only you, but decisions that would affect these groups of people. And like I mentioned earlier, your family, your friends, your siblings, your parents, your work colleagues, the people within your community or your neighborhood or your area. And so you must make choices. You must make decisions. You cannot live on earth without making decisions, without choosing. You must choose at some point. You'd be faced with options, and you'd have to decide which path to go. And so Kofi Annan says that to live is to choose. Now let's go to the second part of it. He also says that, but to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for. You see, as human beings, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for anything. And so it's important that we know who we are. And the only way we can know who we are is to go back to our roots. Go back and understand, where am I coming from? What kind of family am I coming from? What kind of neighborhood am I coming from? The people who gave birth to me, what kind of people are they? Who are their parents? Who are their grandparents? You must understand your roots. Understand where you are coming from. Understand who your father is, who your mother is, who your grandfather is. Who are you? What values do you hold? What principles do you hold? So to choose well, you must also know who you are and what do you stand for. That's what I mentioned. What are your values? What are your principles? What do you believe in? What will shake you and what will not shake you? Are you an honest person? Are you a truthful person? Are you a principled person? Is your yes your yes? Is your no your no? Do you fall for anything? So you must know who you are and what you stand for. That's the second part of it. So to live is to choose. You cannot go through life without choosing. But to choose well, you must what? Know who you are and what you stand for. And so it's not just about making choices, but it's about making the right choices. And to be able to make the right choices, you must know who you are and you must know what you stand for. Now let's go to the third part of it. Where you want to go and why you want to get there. Now, in making all of the decisions that you're making, the choices that you're making those choices because there's a certain destination. You're making those choices because you want to get somewhere. So where do you want to go? That's what Kofi Annan is saying. Where do you want to go? Because if you're making choices and if you're choosing well because now you know who you are and you know what you stand for, where do you want to go? Where is the destination that is forcing you or getting you to make the decisions that you're making? Where is the destination? Where are you going? And why do you want to go there? What is the vision? What is the purpose for which you want to go to that place? I hope you're following me this morning. Why? Why do you want to get there? Why do you want to go there? And where is it that you want to go to? And so clearly, Kofi Annan is telling us this morning in 3 easy steps. I've broken it down for you. That to live is to choose. And to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for. Where you want to go and why you want to get there. And so that is basically life. You cannot go through this life without making choices. And if you're making those choices must be well made. And in order for you to make a good choice, in order for you to choose well, you must know who you are. Me papa only one. Me mama only one. Me nana only one. You must know these things. Who are you? What kind of family do you come from? What kind of environment do you come from? And that would inform you in making the decisions that you make. If your father is a poor farmer in some village somewhere who has struggled to manage to get money for you to go to the university to go and study, and you are doing Allah in the university, what kind of choices would you make? When we say, who are you? Those are the questions we are asking. Because some of these things should inform the decisions that you make about your life. It should inform the choices that you make about your life. If you know that you are from that kind of family, and you go to school, and you go and find yourself in a group of rich kids, and they are making certain decisions because they know that by the time they are done, their tickets and visas and everything is ready for them to leave the country to further their education. What about you? If they are misbehaving, will you join them to misbehave? These are some of the things that Kofi Annan is trying to draw attention to this morning. And so you must know who you are and what you stand for. Like I mentioned earlier, what are your values? What principles guide your life? What do you stand for? What would we be talking about and we'll say, as for this one, Karim will never do. Oh, as for this one, I do one yet. What do you stand for? What are your values? What will people remember you for? What do people know you for? What are your values? Those also form a part of the choices that you make. And then at the end of the day, where do you want to get to and why? Because the where and the why would be determined by the choices you make. I hope you're getting me this morning. So that's my word for you this morning from Kofi Annan. It says to live is to choose. And to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for, where you want to go and why you want to get there. Those are words, profound words from the late Kofi Annan, the UN Secretary General. Profound words this morning that I get to share with you today. Let's take a look at what the temperatures are saying this morning. So it's 26 degrees Celsius this morning. It's a bit cloudy out there today. We're expecting some light showers later in the day from about 8 o'clock a.m. Till about 10 a.m. towards 3 p.m. We'll experience some light showers in some parts of Accra this morning. And so let's take note of that as we plan or prepare to start our day. Let me quickly walk you through, of course, some of the news items making rounds in the country. His Excellency, the President of the Republic, President John Dramani Mahama, arrived yesterday in Ghana after his visit to the United Kingdom and to Belarus. But of course, he comes carrying some good news because he's ordered some 1,840 agricultural equipment from Belarus to help boost the Feed Ghana program. So we should be expecting some agricultural inputs into the country. Remember that His Excellency, the President of the Republic, has promised us that they're going to be building some farmer service centers where farmers would have access to agricultural equipment. So as a farmer, you do not necessarily have to own these equipments anymore. What it means is that you can go to these centers, you need a tractor, they bring a tractor to come and plow your land, you need a combine harvester, you need a sower, whatever it is that you need. These service centers would provide these services to farmers. And so His Excellency, the President, has ordered some 1,840 equipment from Belarus that will help boost the Feed Ghana program. So we're definitely looking forward to that. On the subject of justice, Sedinam Tamaklu, former Maslok CEO, has arrived in Ghana to start her 10-year jail sentence. Remember that she was tried in absentia and judgment was given in absentia. She's arrived in Ghana now from the USA to begin her 10-year prison sentence. We're definitely looking forward to that. The Attorney General, the Minister for Justice, Dominic Akuritinga Ayini, is set to meet United States Justice Department over pending extradition requests. We're waiting for the outcome of that as well. Some good news to cocoa farmers as Afarinik distributes over 400,000 free cocoa seedlings to farmers across the Volta region. Yesterday, remember the conversation we had about the Nyinahini Catholic SHS teacher and student fight. We are told that both of them are in custody now pending investigations into the matter. Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital's doctors return to work after Otumfuo intervenes as far as the strike action is concerned, and that's some good news definitely. The MPP has petitioned the United Nations on growing state-sponsored political harassment and criminalization of free speech. And the NYA is in the stories this morning. The CEO of the National Youth Authority, lawyer Osman Ayariga, says that Medical did not charge a penny from the NYA to become an ambassador for the Red Means Stop campaign. And so they put that on record this morning. The Asante Kotoko appoints Stanley Paul Menzo as the club's director of football. And our last story for this morning, Western Region EPA calls on chiefs to invoke traditional taboos against galamsey. Interesting stories there this morning. There's a lot on the show for you today. My name is Euda Adam Skarim. Stay. We'll be right back.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Well, not too long ago, the great President John Mahama went to the United Nations and spoke for my people of Jamaica and the Caribbean and the Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with your mission of reparations. Not a handout, but to acknowledge. But we're gonna do it not just reggae style, we're gonna do it high life. A high life remix by me, Graham Smargan of Morgan Heritage. Oh, President Mahama, I thank you for saying what you said at the United Nations. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Zimbabwe, not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Hello, across the ocean, torn from the land. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But your light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Africa crying out loud. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it, Lord. Across the ocean, I was torn from the land. There was chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, Africa, and the Caribbean as one. Now a new day of justice is born. Papa Mahama, Africa is crying out. Now a new day of justice is born. I love you. Much love from Jamaica. Ooh yeah. We say Mahama, justice must come. Now a new day of justice is born. We say, Mahama, justice must come, yeah. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations.
And welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Eura Adams Karim. Like I mentioned earlier, my team is here. We're here as usual to serve you the best of breakfast. Na Oyo Quarter. Over to you, Joe Latte.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Great.
Yes,
Good sleep.
I'll take it like that.
I'm on fire.
I'll take it like that.
Bless up, my brethren.
I woke up with a slight headache, Basha.
That is well.
We'll be fine. Open here, bread.
It is the witches and wizards who wants to chew you, but it's fine.
What did you
But
mean?
they lie bad.
Me, K.
They lie bad.
Ah.
We come against them.
In the name of Jesus.
That's right.
By fire.
Kaish.
By force.
Kaish. In the Boski. Avo. Morning. Everything cool.
Everything Chris and cool.
Nice. They want to cook your meat and chew, but it won't happen. You are bitter.
Not every meat then they chop.
Hey.
Some meats are not edible. Yeah, some meats
are not edible. Like which one and which one?
Like Grandy, I had
like
this
my
meat.
No, but like away from your meats, like there are meats in the world that are not edible.
People don't
there
eat
are some
lion.
things that you don't.
Lion.
What's lion? The meat from lion. What would they call it?
Meat.
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 Interestingly,
It's
you
lion.
go to buy wachi.
Lion.
And lion. You go to the wachi joints and you say you want to buy beef.
Yeah.
I've had that.
Yeah, they don't know beef.
They don't know beef
Nechinam.
or meat.
Yes.
I'm like,
meat, they understand.
but chicken is meat. Yes, chicken is meat.
But
Right?
they don't know, so you have to educate them.
Yeah, I went back and forth with the person. I mean, some weeks ago. I want beef.
No need beef.
Till somebody said meat.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
I remember one time in the market like that, there was this Indian man who had walked into the market and was asking the women, I want to buy beef, I want to buy beef. And they would direct him to the Tolobifi. He gets there and this is not the beef he wants.
Yeah.
So he was just wondering.
Yeah.
And I saw him, I was like, do you need anything? He's like, I want to buy beef, I want to buy beef. So I showed him, ask of the meat market.
Hey.
So the guy went to buy it, came back to thank me. So I break ye pan, Sada.
But what's the right? Why that?
Okay, so meat is the generic term used to classify the flesh of an animal.
Yes,
that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So under meat,
yes.
Now we have the types.
Yes.
So poultry. Okay, poultry is a type that is from birds. You have, so even under cow, I think there's beef. There's the younger cows who have
the lamb.
Yeah, there's
lamb is for sheep. Eh?
Yeah. There's Shivon. There's
So Shivon is for mutton and all of
mutton.
that.
Yeah, there's venison something. There's pork, and even you know the pig. There's pork. There's ham. There's bacon. It's all under pig. So it's like that. It's the types, but.
So what of a cat?
Cats. Charles.
No, cat is Joseph.
Hey, Joseph. Brother Joseph.
How about dog? Dog. Yakubu.
Red goat.
Manage. Interesting.
So yeah, that is it. I think the Ghanaians we have everything.
Yeah, meat there. And it was so strange to me because my place
not everybody knows.
Yeah.
You go to our schools to cry and they can't differentiate, beef from chevron and mutton. Mouton. We say mouton. And all of that.
But where does Wele fall?
Wele hide.
It says skin. So hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, she's a teacher.
If you do, the students will carry like
carry you. No, the thing about this, the home econs, I don't know, but I can go to class without textbook.
That's right.
Teach and go.
So I think practically, you are okay with it. So it's easy to
recall.
Speak on some of the.
That's beautiful.
Like the food and nutrition there, I learned it with my heart, with everything in me.
We should set up a Wezor restaurant for you. There is nothing like that in Accra,
catering services.
Nah.
Yeah. Then we start taking gigs.
I understand.
You know those people don't sleep.
And so we employ people.
But still you have to
supervise.
All you do is supervise. You don't need to go and cook. No, you don't need to go and cook.
The supervision in itself is not joke.
No,
it is not the cooking that does the work.
Then what?
It is the supervision that does the work.
But the supervision, 1 hour, 2 hours, you're done.
For the work. Saga.
How many people are you cooking?
You have to go to the market. You don't consider that. Sitting down to draw your budget.
But the market, you go. You send the girls.
No, you can't send the girls. Because the trouble side, the trouble thing aside, wherever the outcome of your food will be is as a result of how you go and buy your things.
In fact, on that trouble matter, there's a conversation we must have.
Okay.
Which is?
I saw something on Facebook yesterday and it was very disappointing. So a lady talks about how she's employed a young lady.
Yeah.
And in just barely 2 months, the girl has stolen over 45,000 cedis from the business.
How?
Why?
And guess what? This is someone whose job pays 2,500 cedis every month. And she gets 250 cedis transportation allowance every week.
Hey.
She has health insurance, medical insurance. Her SNIT is paid. You understand? Her GRA is paid. And she still managed to steal 45,000 cedis in 2 months.
How did she steal the 45,000?
Question for the gods. Charlie, serious.
No way.
Remember, Magdan said a similar thing. That this country, you make a mistake and they will collapse your business for you.
And that is why you need to be like the supervision bit you mentioned as well.
God bless you for the West Street. Now you are coming. Now you are speaking. Now you are speaking English.
If you want a business, I think that you have the oversight responsibility to supervise.
Now you are speaking English.
You know, I always tell people that my institution, my station works effectively because my boss is a media person. He has been there as a practitioner till this stage. He monitors and supervises, and that is how come we don't say or put out things anyhow. Things other people will put out and then go free, we can't. So supervision is very essential when you are running your personal business or running a business here and there. But it's sad. I mean, and I told you a story about one young guy who was into Momo. I mean, he is a Momo vendor. What he used the money for was bet. So some of these people steal or they take the trouble not to feed, not to clothe themselves, not to rent, but then investment or bet. Yes. The guy stole his boss's money. Oh, huge sum. I mean, we had to go raise money and bail him out from the police station with the assurance that we'll pay. You know, that's how addictive bet can get. So ask yourself, and this is not new, the story of Cecilia Adapa. Is that the name? The former minister. Yeah. the girl who worked for her allegedly also stole money. So if you don't monitor or supervise your business, people will mess it up for you. Honestly, people will just mess it up for you.
And then talking of the business bit, somewhere between 2020 to like 2023, I was very serious about the whole catering pastry business thing. And when the work comes like that, I can't do it alone. Because by the time you finish needing one dough for like 50 meat pie square, that was no ati. So you need to get people to work. We'll finish up, and if say we are doing 150 pieces of meat pie, I can't do exactly 150 because you're working with people. You're in the house. Yes, you want to taste and things, so you do extra. And sometimes you even have to add extra to it for the people. We'll finish. You will give the people who will come and work with you. You have to pay them. Mind you, I pay them by the day. You will pay them. You will give them some of the pie and things. Sometimes even some of the ingredients for them to take and go. And then I have to go and deliver the things, and so I'll go. I got to a point, my mother was like, I should be checking the ingredients. Because if I'm buying the flour, it's one sack I've bought. The margarine in boxes like that. Charlie Randy.
Then tell you trouble.
Chobopo, if it's a money like it won't worry me. Because at that time, you go and buy one bag of flour, say maybe for 300 cedis, maybe the 10 kg, 300 cedis. You go and come back again, maybe 400. Because if you buy it and put it down, you know that if you get any order, you just go and ask for the price. And then multiply with what you have, and then you go. Oh, Randy. Randy. It is sad.
Yeah, business owners.
And these are people that are sitting at home doing nothing.
I agree with you.
Doing nothing.
I agree with you.
What sometimes I tell people and they don't get. And sometimes I tell some of my workers that, look, you see, when somebody gets money and they decide to set up a business or create a business, it's not necessarily the comedy nipano. The person was already surviving and they got extra and decided to set up a business and to create employment for you. When the person gets up one day and says, I'm closing the business, who loses? It's not the owner of the business. It is you. So when somebody creates a business and entrusts it, in your hands, it is your responsibility to do it diligently and do the work proper so that the business will cost for you to also get some to eat. But if you go and the goal is to go and steal and to try trouble and to collapse the business, I will die and they'll bury us. Anyway, both the teacher and the students have been arrested. The teacher you were defending.
Have they arrested the teacher
you were defending yesterday?
The
girl has been picked.
So I told you.
I told you yesterday that both of them will be picked up eventually.
But, that's what we should.
But you see, one will be treated as a minor.
How old is the girl?
I don't want to believe she's 18.
The charge they will give them
senior
is
high school.
Public disturbance.
Senior high
she's
school.
above 16.
But she's still a minor. So it's still juvenile. It's juvenile.
Okay,
it's still juvenile. She's a minor. You understand? But the teacher...
Minor miles not fight.
But the teacher is a major.
So why would you fight the major?
The kid is a minor.
Oh, they would treat this case.
And the teacher is a major. So they would treat him as a major and treat the kid as a minor. That's what would happen. Anyway, you covered the arrival of the president yesterday.
Yeah, Charlie.
Talk to us.
The president arrived.
What did he bring? Did he bring you chocolate from Belarus?
He brought us good news.
Okay.
He brought us a lot of goodies, things that will turn the economy around. I mean, you have also been following his trip to the United Kingdom as well as
Absolutely.
Belarus. I am more happy about the fact that there is a purpose, a target, or an agenda towards the Greek sector. Because I have always maintained that for Ghana's economy to drive or to thrive, we need to pay critical attention to the Greek sector.
Okay.
And of course, he signed some number of, bilateral, with agreements here and there. And the issue is that it is about the implementation, I always say.
Yeah.
In the previous administration, we saw it, we'll go and sign and come back and zero. We'll go take the money, blow it up, and come back to tell stories to Ghanaians. So it's about the implementation, because a lot of people are asking, yes, good, we have signed this and that and that. But I am so happy that the agri sector will get some boost as well, especially with the farmer service center thing, the machinery and all that the farmers will need to propel their work forward. Imagine if we are able to feed ourselves, Karim. I still ask myself, why do I have to buy a bottle of kinky at 5 cedis in Ghana? A country where a Greek should be the backbone of the economy.
So that was Kufuor who lied to us.
That what?
One ball of KK you buy for 1,000 CDs will be
1 Ghana CD.
You Kufuor lie. And that's the long and short of it.
Yeah.
Kufuor lie.
But I'm saying, Karim, regardless, we grow. I mean, this is an agric hub.
Yeah.
Why should I buy plantain at high cost? Bananas, pineapple. I mean, you go to the market to buy mangoes and it's 20 cities, 30 cities, 35 cities. Mango. Oh, how? Aleke. You know, so it's good news that is going to happen. But he mentioned something yesterday. Because I saw a lot of people, I mean, a few people argued that things were happening back in Ghana and the president was not speaking about it. He was monitoring. He sent the vice president around.
Yeah.
The vice president visited almost all the disaster centers, I mean, where the events happened, where the disasters happened. So the president used the opportunity yesterday to speak about it, especially on the issues of flood.
Yeah.
He has retasked the task force that was put in place last year or so to go clear the ways, clear where people, I mean, the waterways where people have decided to build. So I think it's going to be very aggressive. And I love what the president said yesterday. Look, during the commentary, I mentioned it that it's something that people will be expecting to hear or see from the president when he returns. And lo and behold, he mentioned it. And I feel that it is the way to go. He kept mentioning the issues about indiscipline, how some people have decided the indiscipline is just too much in the country. He spoke about it. So I think in the coming days, things will augur well if indeed we turn a blind eye to the next election. And when I say the next election, I'm talking about what you are thinking about the voters, what they will do to you in 2028.
Yeah.
And that has been part of our problems of this world. Clear the people. Forget about the 2028 elections. Everybody needs to be safe in this country. And I think the president has said it right. And I mean, he's hit the nail right on top of it. And I think that it's right. So he said that, and I was so excited about what he said with regards to the disasters that happened. We don't have to go back to 2015 or so. We can't record numbers.
Yeah.
But Karim, talking about the indiscipline, I saw a video yesterday, and I asked myself, Mommy, Mama, why? I didn't download it. I just saw it in passing. This woman decided to walk through this, the gutter was flooded and she decided to just walk through. She was almost washed away. Fortunately, there were people around who saw her and they rushed to pull her. That one, you come and blame government.
She was going to put...
No, she was walking out.
In the water?
Yeah, she was walking
Pitalina.
Huh?
Pitalina.
Maybe. What's Pitalina though?
She was attempting to walk on
Peter walked in the water. So
yeah, she was attempting to walk on the water.
Oh, that Peter story is a story.
I like that. You mean is a what?
It's a story.
But you
mean it's fiction?
Jesus,
yeah, it is.
It is what fiction?
Oh, please. Let's not drag that now.
Thank you for the
message. Has you really?
And this says don't drag.
But after
Peter, who else walked again?
Jesus.
Oh, so Peter walked before Jesus walked.
Jesus walked, then Peter
walked. So after those two, who else?
No one has ever got.
No one is.
Faith.
No. Let's talk about that later. But I'm saying that it is an act of irresponsibility. Well, it is an act of indiscipline for you, because every morning now we sit here and we caution people that since you ban Charlie baby hide. What I say, baby, get some nice place or a good place and hide. Allow the water to go. I mean, when the rain stops, you can easily walk around. You can easily go to wherever you're going. Or if you don't have anything important to do in town, there is no need for you to step out. You see clouds coming. Where are you going? So this is the time that I feel that people should, I mean, when you go to the market, buy in bulk. So that you don't have to go the next day, the third day, or throughout the week, you are moving to Medina or you are moving to Makola to buy. Buy in bulk. Today, I'm not sure there will be rains today. But when you step out, buy everything you have to buy. Bring them home so that you don't endanger your life and the lives of others. I felt so sad seeing that video. An old woman, I think 50s or 60s thereabout. The water would have taken you away. I spoke to you about the motorbikers around Lakeside that were also washed out. We saw pictures and videos of the young man who tried driving his blue Corolla through it's not even Nissan. Nissan there we go fit manage. You know, carrying your car is what, Navara?
Yeah.
Is it Navara? Yeah, you go fit drive Navara, Nissan, and all those pickups of 4x4 in the water. Even that is not advisable. Now, how do we call X? Unai. Ako nanti wo nsionu. Since you carry ugwa, ube kaseden. Eyabonsam. Ana eyabai. You know, we need to be very responsible with some of the things that we do, especially around this time. If there is no need going out, no need going out. The billboards are falling. GMED has warned us. And I remember right from January to today, we keep talking about it, we keep giving advice. Drivers, stay safe. Don't drive through the water. I mean, just park. Passengers will understand.
You won't die.
Where will you die?
You won't die.
If you miss out today, will you die? People will understand that, look, it is a situation in which we find ourselves. Your life is more precious and important than any other thing else.
Yeah.
Life first. Like the president will always say, life first. You need to be alive to see the things you want to do. I mean, and talking about that, Selassie, I don't know if you have a video of that. Guys, now you spoke about typhoid. Myself and Steve, we went to, I think, La Paz.
Yesterday?
Yeah, was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. No,
two days ago. 2 days ago, yeah.
The food bridge, one of the food bridge there, I mean, it is terrible. People throw anything around anyhow. The food bridge, the rubbish, this is it. Sorry, viewers, but pardon us. I took this video on, today is Wednesday, right? Monday.
Which assembly does this one fall under?
This is La Paz. Where?
Okay, North.
Look, the MC should have his ass hot this morning. I mean, that's why we keep. Where are the workers in the assembly? This is like
the new food bridge.
It is. I think it's one of the new food bridges that.
And how did the people get? How did the refuse climb?
Only Jehovah can tell. Only God
to
can
climb.
Tell.
You see, sometimes these people, these tricycle guys who go to carry
the rubbish.
Yes, these are some of the things some of them do.
They go and dump
they go and at midnight or dawn, then they go and dump it and leave.
Because clearly,
because look, it's a collection. Someone came to come and pour.
It's not as if I'm not sure they trade because when we passed there, we didn't see any trader like how you
this
see.
This is the Abrantier food bridge.
Someone just gathered it.
Which one is Abrantier?
Came to pour.
I think the one around Las Palmas. Around Las Palmas.
Before Las Palmas.
No, I'm seeing that hospital there.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, you anyways, La Paz.
Yes. There are two food bridges there, right? Yeah. So one of them. And you see, this is the story in Accra. Almost all the food bridges we have in town have this issue. I went through the Medina one this morning. It's terrible. It's just terrible. One, can we take away the traders here if indeed it is the fault of the traders? But this clearly doesn't look like, because when we passed there was no trading activity happening there.
This is that branch one. No one sells there.
Nobody, yes, we didn't see anybody like selling on this food bridge. But how did this get here?
As I've told you, the possible way that people will gather it and come and look. Ekroma, abro ni beyi. Abro any beyi any editi kroma. Obi be kwa kosesa. Osese nwura ni sa na dwo obi ada no. No atambola no de abebu kwan. I'm telling you, that is what people do in this country. That's the kind of country we live in, Randy.
Charlie, I want you to go and let ask an Everett to explain what movie Jojo is. When they say you are movie, because it doesn't make sense, bro.
No, people. Someone will just gather it and come and pour it and go away, and they don't care. For he'll just carry sack nicely at midnight, and he'll come and pour, drop it,
and run away,
and move. He's gone. He's done his part.
Cholera strikes, and we are shouting,
Abai.
Typhoid strikes
because every Abai is thinking about the next election.
Exactly the point.
If the Abaians had stopped thinking about the next election and think about how can we fix this country for generations to come, we'll be dealing with a lot of these things properly as we should be dealing with them. But as usual, we are a country filled with reactionary people than people who are proactive. And it's these things, they start from our home. Sometimes look even in your house, how our parents react to issues. They wait for the thing to happen before they start. They start calling names and start saying all kinds of things. When you should, you see, you must stop the thing from the beginning, from the root. You must not even allow it to fester. That's the kind of country we live in. We allow things to fester, get to a point where we can't control it again, and then when it happens, then we react. Then it happens, then we react. Then they'll bury us. It's been
What
long
can be
since I even
done
said that.
if indeed what Karim is saying is indeed the truth, that people come to dump this in the night?
Where are the CCTV installations in this country?
They'll tell you it's not for these kind of things.
Good.
Can the assemblies, this is what I am thinking, can the assemblies recruit at least 2 persons each? Theirs is to be stationed there in the night.
And we are going to waste taxpayers' money.
No, we are running a 24-hour economy. So that is another avenue to create jobs.
But I'm telling you, you are going to waste taxpayers' money.
How?
Because in this very country, even the people that we have already recruited, what work are they doing? The people who... No, like, you see, these are honest questions.
Oh, yeah,
the people that have already been recruited,
I'm not disputing it.
the people that have already been employed, what job are they doing? You understand?
Yeah.
You see, we must stop those straight jacket employments that we give people. Employ people with proper, what do they call it, JD, job descriptions. And when you give them job descriptions, give them tasks and give them timelines and ask them to report. That's how you employ people, and that's how you get people to be effective. So that at the end of every week, you tell people that submit your weekly report of the work you've been able to do. These are the tasks we gave you for the week. Bring your weekly report, and somebody must be doing the monitoring and evaluation. Walk into a lot of our assemblies, they have monitoring and evaluation units.
Exactly.
Ask yourself, how many times have they stepped out to go and do any proper monitoring and evaluation? This is in those offices, order food and eat bazaar, cross their legs on tables and be playing Temple Run or Candy Crush or Zuma. That's the other game I was looking for the other day, Zuma Deluxe. They'll be playing Zuma on desktop. That's all they do. If not, they are working Kunkumbagia on TV and gossiping and running commentary on unnecessary issues. That is the kind of country that we live in. And so if you recruit people and they sit in offices and they do absolutely nothing, it is not the extra people you are going to recruit that will solve the problem. It's just like saying that let's keep fetching water into a basket. It will never carry water. That is the problem we have in this country, Randy. The people are occupying offices and doing no work whatsoever. They're doing nothing. They just sit there and all they do is gossip. By the end of the day, now buying a wasso, into now buying by a fan juma, or sorry, no pano address, no a coupons, no a crimping penis, no a tamokano got in the office, or near now sorry, betenafi. At the end of the month, they pay the person and the person takes the money and chop. That is the kind of country that we live in. And so I keep saying that this country has some of the finest laws. This country has some of the finest standard operating procedures. But my point is that until we start to properly implement these things and ensure that there's effective monitoring and evaluation, we will not get anywhere because it will be the same thing. So the indiscipline that His Excellency the President talks about, it cuts across the entire country.
Are you saying that every assembly has a monitoring and evaluation office? Are you saying that for a fact? And there are personnel working
there is no proper institution or organization set up that does not have a monitoring and evaluation unit. Then in that case, then the assembly in itself doesn't know why they exist. Because there must be a unit that will go around and monitor every project that the assembly is undertaking, and they must evaluate where it has gotten to, what has to be done next, what are the recommendations, what are the challenges, what must we vary. There are departments responsible for that at our various MMDCs, Randy, at our various ministries. There are departments responsible for these things. They don't do them.
But your assembly is dirty and you are chasing awards.
But even some of the assemblies themselves, have you even gone to their offices?
Oh yes. Oh yes, you can't even visit their washrooms.
Thank you for the words.
Oh yes. No, I am just out of shock. That's why I'm playing the devil's advocate. We know. Karim, we know these offices are there. There are people manning these offices.
Thank you for the words so sweet.
But I mean,
no, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for the words so sweet. So when you go to the MC's office, or you go to the district assembly, or the municipal assembly, or the metropolitan assembly, you take a look at the building in itself and ask yourself that if the building looks like this, what about the city? What about the district? What about the municipality? What about the metropolitan? It means that they can do FOCO about it, because in your own house you've not been able to clean it. And you see every day, it is the politics of it, Randy. I'll give you a classical example. I grew up in Tamale. One of the things that prompted me and probably motivated my move from Tamale to go to school elsewhere was discipline. I didn't know anything at the time, but it's now I'm beginning to understand why. Then Musa Superior became mayor of Tamale. You know what Musa Superior did when he became mayor? Was basically what the IGP's task force went to do in Tamale. But they focused more on the criminality, and Musa Superior's task forces were all encompassing. People who were selling on the main road, they moved everybody back into the market. The weed smokers who were in the forest and causing mayhem, they moved everybody out of the forest. If you were a kid and you were found riding a motorbike, you moved all of them from the forest.
You moved the boys?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
If you were a kid and you were found riding a motorbike after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. at night, the motorbike will be seized, you'll be held. Tomorrow your parents will come. Then they deal with them. You understand my point? There was some growing discipline in Tamale when Musa Superior took over as mayor of Tamale. He was sanitizing the system. You dare not ride a motorbike without a helmet. Then, one time Akufo-Addo visited Tamale. Then the party people refused to come out to welcome the president. You know, the party boys usually come out with motorbikes and then when they asked what the problem was, they said it was the mayor. It's the mayor who is causing disaffection for the party in the region. So they had to take Musa Superior off as mayor.
Heard one side of the story.
As mayor,
took a decision.
Took Musa Superior off as mayor of Tamale.
Are you kidding me?
You understand? And today, go to Tamale and go look at Tamale. Tamale is like a cattle market.
Yeah, so the politics
Randy, DVLSCU, you go to Tamale. Randy, people are riding motorbikes without registration plates. I don't want to quote figures, but maybe what I saw, I mean, these past few weeks that I go every weekend, Master, like 80% to 90% of the motorbikes I see in Tamale don't have registration plates.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you for a fact.
And there is a unit called the DVLA.
People, MTTD,
MTTD.
People are riding motorbikes in Tamale without registration plates, without helmets, without recourse to the laws of the road. People are just riding. They're growing in discipline. We have turned the Tamale Center, town center, central business district into a market. Pavements that are not supposed to be meant for selling, Randy, it has become markets. Go there Monday to Friday, people are selling foods, people are selling vegetables, people are selling whatever. In the median of the street in Tamale, that is what is happening in Tamale today. We have turned it into a cattle market. There's no sense of discipline in Tamale. And that's what's happening across the country. So how can we develop a country like, because you see, the person rides a motorbike without a helmet, without a registration plate, MTDT stops the person, arrests the person, takes the person to the station, the next moment a chief would call and say, release the person. And you see, as if that is not enough, then they transfer the said police officer. That is what happens in this country. So we cannot develop Ghana with this mindset and attitude. And me, I say it every day, that I'm afraid to tell us the truth, that if we continue like this, our country will never develop. If Nkrumah, who fought for our independence, were able to do that to him, please, let's forget about it. Look,
I think that
what would collapse this country is our stinking partisanship. And the fact that every day it's always about the next election. No politician thinks about how can we really build this country so that generations to come would come and benefit from it. How can we make the necessary sacrifices? You let us sacrifice our enjoyment so that tomorrow, those who will come after us, they should come and enjoy a country. All of the countries that we talk about and we are looking forward to being like, that is what they did. Look at Japan after Hiroshima Nagasaki bombing. Japan was flattened. Look at Japan today. We started with the likes of Singapore. Look at Singapore today. The UAE was just a desert. Even water they didn't have. I don't remember ever going to Dubai and opening the tap and not getting access to water. You can bath like 1 hour and there will be water flowing. But look at UAE today. You understand? So what is it? Look at Rwanda. War-torn Rwanda. Which is barely about 30 years old, 27, 28, 29 years
old. At least
old.
Some of us were born
to
witness
the genocide. But look at Rwanda today. Look at Rwanda today. I mean, so why? What wrong is it that people are entrusted with responsibility and they cannot do the work that they have been given? And when you talk, it becomes partisan. If it is not partisan, then it becomes religious. If it is not religious, then it becomes ethnocentric. In any country where we cannot disintegrate these three things that I have mentioned from development, then we can never develop. In Ghana, the ballot box and religion will find you faster than development will find you. I've traversed this country every 4 years in the remotest part. Even if they must take canoe to send the ballot box, they will send it. If they must take canoe to send building materials to build a mosque and a church, they will send it. But they can't take canoe to send building materials to build schools, to build hospitals. How can we develop? It is either partisan politics or religion. We can't develop. Let's forget about it. We are not honest in this country. And every day we see them be massaging the issues. And today we are playing with it. Tomorrow it is this. Today it is that. It's MPP. It is NDC. It is CPP. It is... Why? Meanwhile, the thing it is there. It is black and white. Then we say it is purple and blue. Please, let's be honest. Let's speak truth to power. When we give people rules, let's make sure that they deliver. And if they are not delivering, fire them. And so what if they funded your campaign?
Should we re-look at appointments, Karim? Make it open. People should apply. For instance, at the assembly level, the MCs.
Randy, you
apply.
See, at the end of the day,
a committee is set up to what's the word? Select the best.
You see, even the best would be corrupted at the end of the day.
Look, I think that we've had, like you mentioned, what's the name? Musa what?
Musa Dankwa. Or Musa Superior.
Musa Superior.
Yeah.
We've had very good MCs, and I'll give you another example.
Accra Mayor Neil Ante Van Der Poel. Oko Van Der Poel.
He is not Oko Van Der Poel. He is a commando.
Thank you.
I was going to say
Solid.
That. We've had very good MCs this year.
Even this guy, this Henry Quarte guy.
Yeah.
Under MPP.
Yes.
Solid. Yes. Firm.
Hard guy.
You understand?
Karim, we had this guy in who? Captain. Sorry, I used that word guy. We had this man in who? Captain Mfojo. Yeah. Captain Mfojo. Guy, just like you are talking about Musa.
Yeah.
Captain Mfojo, he retired soldier.
Yes, of course.
He will go down the drains with you. You allow your pet, your goat, your whatever in the night to walk on the street of Ho. He will catch those goats for you. He will deal with you. You keep your environment dirty. Captain Mfojo will deal with you mercilessly. Forget the fact that he's an NDC member. He dealt with NDC people and he brought sanity to the city. You get it? I mean, the few others that came also, they did better. Divine Bossing, who recently left, look, you go to Ho now. It's a city. There are roads, there are inner roads, there are roads connecting. The city is so clean. It is because of how these MCs or DCs, they have held that position. The reason was Stephen Adom. You can never write him off. He's cool, he's calm, but he's very firm. That's what I'm saying. We need to take a look at the appointment again. Maybe there is a missing link somewhere that we need to correct. We can't always appoint people because they have sponsored a party. We can't appoint people because they shouted too much Chobwe. But we need to look at people who are competent enough that when they get into that space, they will bring what we all need or what we are all calling for. Look at this thing. Look at that video. If cholera strikes, it doesn't know the difference between an NDC member or an MPP member or a CPP member. It doesn't know the difference between the rich and the poor, the 18-year-old or a 60-year-old. It knocks everybody down. So we all should be worried about some of these things. The rains are here. Now wait and see. By next week or next 2 weeks, we will start recording cases of cholera. I'm not predicting, but it is very possible that it will happen. It is very, very, very possible because in this Accra, there are homes without toilet facilities. That rubbish you see over there, it's not just about the rubbish. There are things in those rubbers. You pass them, you can't even breathe. You would have to either hold your breath till you cross that whole long bridge, or you are either using a nose mask or a handkerchief. So there are things hidden in those rubbers there. Imagine the rain falls on it. I mean, Charlie.
Randy, I say the problems of Ghana is the Ghanaian people because yempenokre. It's as simple as that. Yempenokre and yenkanokre so. That is Ghana's biggest problem. So it is not the politician that you elect into office. It is you, the individuals in question. Because you see, at the end of the day, onipani nimse asem no any This is the truth. It is black and white. They will take money and change their position right now.
Yeah.
If not, how can you live in a country where judges take goats and overturn cases? Do you want us to go back to these issues? You understand? So every facet of the country is being compromised. It's been compromised because there's no discipline. And I've told you that we believe so much in associations than in developing the country. Because assembly calls, oh, where the Charlie, where the Absumin in the school, oh, where the Katanga, oh, where the V-mate, that is the problem. Also, oh, where you school pensa, oh, you're sorry, that is the problem. That where the menu are Santinio, yeah, where the menu are Kusasinio, where the menu are Gunjanio, nyabro. That is Ghana's problem.
But Karim, in the Bible, they say what? Or is it in the Bible? Or, I mean, in Christendom, there is this popular statement that you guys always make. Cleanliness is what?
Next to godliness.
Majority of Ghanaians are what? Over 75% are what? Christians. If 75% of us are Christians, why then do we allow fields to
Christianity? It is for sure.
Why?
It is for sure.
You don't practice the things you say. Also, you go see sometimes the also saying they need to stop preaching about this whole salvation and fasikabra and this what's the
tithe and collection and
sometimes we had and tell your members
Randy, the truth. The whole purpose behind those sermons that they are supposed to be preaching is to ensure that people live their lives right. And that right has nothing to do with heaven and what have you and all of the things that they preach.
Common sense.
It is to tell them that do right by the environment that you find yourself in.
And by if the also is always talking about
it is to tell them that do right by the brother and sister that you. I say the finest principles of life is in the 10 Commandments. Follow it and love. You are done.
Yeah, use the word love. That's all. It's love.
You see the 10 Commandments?
How would I go and dump
the 10 Commandments. Follow it and you are done. It's simple. It's as simple as that. That is the principle that everybody must live life by. The 10 Commandments.
Karim, I don't need 10 commandments.
You go to church.
I need just one.
And they are telling you, they are telling you that if you don't do this, you will go to heaven. You go to mosque and come on, let's do better. Let's tell people the truth. When the politicians come and sit in the front row in church, tell them the truth. Because they pay big contributions, you don't want to tell them the truth. Tell them how can they even speak the truth when they were the people who even led a spearheaded National Cathedral project? And there's nothing to show for it. We live in a country where people cannot speak truth. You are afraid to speak the truth. We'll die and they'll bury us.
They led what?
Huh?
They led
National Cathedral. Is it not,
where is that?
Is it not men of God?
Where is that case? Where is that case? Where are the men of God?
Will be done
the people
about
who were in charge of this National Cathedral. The guy who changed his name.
He didn't change. He was working with 2 passports and 2 Ghana cards.
It be like
there's nothing you can do to him because he's a man of God. Touch not my anointed. That is the kind of country that you live in. The people misbehave and they get away with it because they are Charlie, I beg you pick phone calls.
Let's take a few calls. 055-269-7939. Call in and share your thoughts.
I said DJ Engine, no. If you don't stop me and I overheat, by the time
please bring him awake.
By the time we finish the
show, bring him a bottle of chilled awake.
They'll send me sack letter.
Bring him water to drink.
What kind of country cry is this?
Cool off.
Every day we are discussing problem. Why?
When we should be celebrating.
So we can't just get up and be happy. I mean, at least thanks to your mama now, when we get up every day, there's some 1 or 2 pockets of good news that will pass through that we can smile and be happy about. But that is not enough. We must do better. Because if John Mahama leaves office, what next?
That's the point. I asked myself the same question yesterday.
We must do better.
Are we ever going to have a very devoted, a very concerned president again? We have seen lots in the past too.
Charlie.
We have seen the nonchalant attitude of some leaders in the past. If this man leaves, if His Excellency leaves, the next person, will he or she continue this trajectory? It's my worry. And that is why I think that the president needs to put some stringent measures in place. Look, what is your yardstick to measure MCs? How do you rate them at the end of the month? At the end of the year? What reports do they file? And I am so much interested in knowing, because we will judge you based on that. If your city is engulfed in debt, filled, you don't deserve to be in that space. You better get your ass out of that space and get somebody who can keep the city clean. It is not about, and I don't get it. You are walking to the market to speak to the market women or take an action, and you have bodyguards all over you.
Yeah.
You are working with bodyguards, and they open their arms like this. Why are they going to fight the women?
It is the pomposity.
Are they going to beat the people in the market? There is a job to be done. If it is a demolition exercise, go and do it. What is this macho men? Some holding your phones, some holding your bags. For what display?
And cameras following them everywhere.
Meanwhile, your city is dirty.
Following them everywhere.
People are being washed away by the water. And you say you are an MC? You say you are a mayor? You are a DC? Please, President Mahama, pay attention to these people. Kick some of them out of the office.
Hello, your name and where you are calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
For WoezorTV.
In Pachuai.
Me pese me contribute to discussion kakra.
Yes, ma'am.
But your friend me na.
In Pachuai, your man uncle.
Yo, me da mo se ne mo discussion amoye. Nyame enhia mo bebre. Na ne amu kan. Se wo mo de be ye adwuma anka ye ni problem. Se na kari mo esi abotre acheche nsemu. Sempanyinfo ne de ye adwuma anka ye ni problem. Se wanu mu so watu fam. Mimi wo fi a me de ma rent. Obi beti ho no na se oye inru egu na wo kana ne buefu. O se wo kire wo ho. Wo kire wo ho. Meanwhile, that is me wo denti na that is me wo. Ube you so chi ankwala no se na ye no mu so ye de to that be mu se de ye mfa ne man to outside. Sa na akwala no kwa outside obeye. Wo kan ye se wo kire wo ho. Inti sa na akwala no de beko because parents dey gina wo me mama na ni ma ka kire akwala ne se wo kire wo. Inti onum se ordinary public no to nsu ni to outside a eye. Inti ni aye wo mu no. Inso no be flood ni ewi aya bo government because government mo so mo ye wo adwuma yi na ye nso aye ye timemu funu ye nso ye adwuma yi nti ne be ko si ansesa ye suban ni ansesa ye ne ye bi se na karimu kire na ye suro se ye betwi ni panenim se ya ka no kwara kire no se no kura ni wo ka no kura na wo ye obunsam wo ka no kura na wo de wonye wo ka no kura wo mpanim pasam wo ka no kura nti ye be ye den na ye tumi akoye nim se aman foforo na wo makọ omanim anu pe me da mo ase mi chia mu bebre one kare mu ne braba ko no kan nyame nhira mu de bia mi tie mu nyame nhira mu brana aigweni no
yeah, that's it.
Thank you. So there's a comment coming in here. This is coming from Ayram. He says that there's a town in the Volta region called Dagbamate where you won't see any rubbish.
You dare not.
Traditional leaders have taken proper charge of the town.
You dare not.
So no one goes there and dirties the place. You can leave your phone on the floor and go and get back for it. Interesting.
Oh, you know, but I told you this the last time.
And there's a crack.
They build their own things. Yeah, they don't necessarily depend on central government. Yeah, hospitals, schools, roads, all those things. So you can't go and litter. Dagbamate, it's a spiritual town. So you can't go and fool over there. Those are the people you it's okay. Pick the call. I'll come back.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Kwame Sam Amo.
All right, sir. Let's
calling from Kaswa.
Okay.
Your contribution is really good, but I wish all the radio and the TV station would advocate them. Because the thing is, I don't know whether the foreigners are behind our political parties. And then the citizens, we are really not disciplined enough. Because yesterday, I think I saw some TikTok video where it was raining and someone came out from his room pouring rubbish in the rain.
Again.
See, we are not disciplined enough. What Karim is saying, I wish we can wait. And look at the mayor, the commando that they are talking about. This one is so good. Why did he have to take him from there? Why did he have to take him from there? Sometimes dedications. Someone that is helping the country and they took him from there. So our leaders are part and someone from outside I don't know whether the foreigners are also, but they don't want our country to be developed. They don't want our country to, and we ourselves, I think our schools and our radio stations, we should educate them. We should tell them and the punishment behind it. And it will help us. Look at what you are showing. Look at it. And I suspect this one is La Paz. Yes, it's La Paz. Looking at the bridge, it's La Paz. And this is not the only place, so Kaneshi and other places. Sometimes when you even drive, they say we call it city, but we don't qualify for the city. I think our place is not city. Thank you.
Thank you too. So, in semi-day AP in this country. But Randy, honestly, I would want to go and see
Dagwamate. Oh, you love the place. I have not been there before, but I've heard stories. I've seen pictures, videos, and all of that. You love it. There is no mess up. You can't even mess up. You can't litter. And I'm asking Karim, you have been to Abuchi several times. The people who leave Ghana, who throw rubbish anyhow in Ghana, are they not the same group of people who travel to Abuchi?
They comply.
Do they go and full over there?
They comply.
I'm using that word because I'm
They comply because you know why? Because the laws work.
But don't we have the laws here?
They don't work.
Don't we have any sanitation court?
They are selective.
Okay, on skin color or money?
The laws in Ghana are selective. Who is your old schoolmate? Which church do you belong? Which mosque do you go to? Which party do you support? Is the party in power or the party is in opposition? Which elder do you know? Who is your chief?
Yeah.
That's how the laws in Ghana work. Can you have money or you are broke? Can you pay your way through or not? That is Ghana for you. In Ablochi, when the policeman catches you, he's caught you. It's as simple as that.
Karim, I think that we need a proper reorientation again on our role as citizens.
Would we ever know?
You look at
the institution that is supposed to do that reorientation or that orientation is underfunded because the people who are supposed to fund it know what will become of this country if it is funded.
Yeah.
You know how important the U.S. What's the name, anthem means to them when they sing.
They cry.
They cry.
Yes.
Now I am going through the lyrics of our national pledge.
Your politicians cannot even sing it.
And I'm sad that all these things, if all these things are there for us to serve as guide, but we are not following it. Look, just listen to this part. I promise to hold in high esteem our
heritage won for us.
We didn't even win
our
it.
Heritage.
We didn't win.
Yes, won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in all things
to uphold and defend.
Puto.
Is that what we are doing? So I'm saying, before you even litter, after you've eaten your kosiani moko and you want to throw the rubber away, think about it. Is that what Ghana wants?
I said a school child will finish saying this at assembly, go and drink yogurt and drop the rubber on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
That is the kind of country that you live in. You see, because we don't instill any sense of patriotism in the young people.
Yeah.
There's no sense of patriotism.
Which one is this?
There's no sense of patriotism. I have no idea. We don't instill any sense of patriotism, Randy, in the young people of this country. So people just do anything.
He came to dump refuse.
He's come to dump refuse. So that, like I told you, that's what they do.
So they catch
the way they are packed, they like somebody's wares that the person wants to sell.
That's what they do. They package it and just come and leave it in public spaces. That's a crap for you. Randy,
and this is, daytime.
There's no sense of patriotism. There's no sense of loving one's country. Like that is
you enter, you know, be Ghanaian safe.
Charlie.
Yeah, well, you enter, you know, be Ghanaian.
Ghana. Oh, yeah. Randy, we must do better in this country.
What is this? You know, Kripan wear safe.
We must do better in this country.
So he carries this thing. He's paid for it.
Yeah.
Comes to Central Business Point, dumps it there, and runs away.
Otilo. Yeah, he's gone.
So this guy, you don't even hand over. You don't hand him over to the police. Is that not secure? So allow him sweep from Obrasport all the way to where? Which Kaneshi? Or Kaneshi is even short.
Chala.
Let him sweep. Let him dredge the gutters, both sides, for like 2 weeks. You know, when he's done, you put him under house arrest. He can't go anywhere. You are monitoring him. Early morning, he needs to report to duty and sweep clean.
God save us. And God save us. This country, Oh, Debbie. God save us.
God moved there. He has to save us.
Oh, God save us.
You see the way he's packaged the thing, and you seem to be one of those headquarters.
Yes. Maybe
it's false. Maybe it's sandals or things. They know this side of Circle too. They sell those things there. So the slippers, the sandals and things. So that basically what you may think that okay, there's a caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Alfred. I'm calling from Akachi, sir.
Okay. Alfred, let's hear you.
Yeah. First of all, you read a message on the town Rabamate.
Yeah.
Please, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
The Rabamate town, and it is very true. It is just close to my area.
Okay.
And nothing will fall on the ground that will get missing, either being mobile phone or anything. It is a way that the community decided to live, not being a spiritual reason per se, but it is the way the leaders of the community decided to deal with the citizens, the natives of the community. So right now you see people in car eating, and then they will throw the rubber on the street, and the drivers too will not advise them. But I remember when I was young, I was told, when you are in car and you finish eating, leave the rubber or the paper in the car. The drivers will go and sweep it and collect and throw away. But right now, we don't have responsible citizens as such. And number two, your panelists are discussing a very vital information. After this current president, who is the next? Are we having a responsible president again like those in the past? Those like J.J. Rawlings, Nkrumah, those people, are we going to have them again? Now we have selfish people who make rich, their pockets rich, send their children international, and then playing but messing with our educational system. In fact, it's a good program you are doing this morning. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. I'm Alfred from.
Yeah, so I think, yes, to clarify it's not just about the spirituality of the town, but it is just common sense and discipline. It is something they have laid down right from the very beginning. Yeah. It's a foundation. So you can't come and change it. The foundation is that you don't litter the area. You keep it clean. If you want to poo-poo, you go to the poo-poo. You don't go and do free range, like we see in Accra. Capital city, Panye. Capital city.
You don't know.
Oh, Yehovah, I walked through Medina this morning. Namafin.
No, I didn't.
Namafin.
Wafi.
Wafi. It's bad. This is capital city. No. It's sad. So the Dagbamate story, I think it's something we can all learn from. If we are committed,
you see,
to doing it, we will. And I'm surprised about the story I'm hearing from Tamale.
The people who have the power and authority to be able to instill this discipline that we talk about are those who have allowed themselves to be used by the partisan apparatchiks to do their free will. You know who those people are? Our chiefs.
Some.
You see? They have the power. Randy, they can decide.
Hello?
That.
Okay, there's a caller. Hello?
Yes, please. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you are calling from?
Me. Okay, my name is Hein Bofo. I'm calling from Kaswa.
Please, can you pitch up a bit so that we can hear you?
Okay, let's say me being Hein Bofo, me Kaswa.
You a Hein Bofo?
Yes, please.
Let's hear you.
Yeah. All right then. So, at the understand, it is all I said here.
Oh, Hein Bofo.
Bacho, Sambra, never share Hein Obama, boy, Hein by my. Randy, like I was saying, the chiefs. You see, in every community, people listen to their chiefs. When the gang community says that there's a ban on noise making, is there a ban or there's no ban?
There is.
If you're a fish, come out and make noise. When Asantehene was going to bury his mother, if my memory serves me right, and they told everybody to stay indoors. If you're a man born of a woman, come outside and let us see. What didn't happen in Ashanti region? You want to tell me our chiefs don't have power? Today, if Togba Fede, who has control over his area, says everybody, come out and come and clean. If you're a man born of a woman, don't come out and clean and see what will happen to you. If Yana tomorrow gets up and says that, hey, all over northern region, this is what we are going to do, you think it won't happen? No. It will happen. But you see, a lot of our chiefs have allowed themselves to be used by politicians. And let's say it as it is. Let's say it as it is. Because opeviate inti.
Hey, that matter.
Opeviate inti.
That matter.
Intino. No kurane da also kano onka. You want to tell me that the communities in this country where Galamsey is happening, they don't have chiefs?
They do.
The chiefs want to say they don't know that Galamsey is taking place in their communities? Please, spare me. They know. They are part and parcel of it because they take their share, because they take their part. But at the end of the day, you will think you are leveling up. Everybody else should suffer. If there's heaven, there, to be very sweet.
I am also thinking, Karimena, that I think the chieftaincy institution has been desecrated for so long.
Of course, not are you saying for so long? It's become corrupt because now people buy the titles. It's not about who is the right person to take over. It is who has money. So you know that the tin pie, it is Karim who is supposed to take it, but Randy will bring money and come and buy it. That is the kind of country that we live in now.
Yes, hello, sir. Your name and where you are calling from? Okay, Yentio, Manunko.
Let's say Ghana, ain't you go to be more Ghana, we catch us a Ghana because our dad out. That is, you know, Sarah, with him. What they had you, or please to ball out of home, and we'll be a catcher of Pabora, or 2 minutes for Miami. The question where MP of Asiba. There's a law in the Copan to your pen away. It's me can ask me, see alone. I will you, I question the Abraham Cayano. Isiano, I question Busnia. Hey, where wine back, where wine pass. You see the Ghana here, said the Bayan Bay you. Said the Bayan Bay initially, they are found, see on the Bay, because we have a penny can no for. We have a penny no for. Instead of Madamasi.
Yeah, so yeah, that's say. And there's a comment coming here says that please go to Equiapim. You will never see this thing everywhere. You never see these things everywhere. It's very neat. Okay, and then Karim, this one is for you. Says that please tell my boss Karim to slow down. The reason this country is still underdeveloped is always the next election. The next election, that is all. And call from above. Just look at Zuba when he resumed office. When he assumed office as mayor for Kumasi, the plans he had for the city. After 2 press conferences, we don't know where all the plans has passed. And this one too says that I'm Prophet Christian Grace Gaffer from Volta. So God bless you and your co-host at the studio. What you guys are saying is very true. Religion and ballot boxes reach people faster than development. And in Africa, when you want to speak truth to power, you end up being a disrespectful person.
And that's a prophet.
Yeah. Again, this is coming from Getty from Takrady. She says, please keep it up. I love your program. Topic is so educative. We need to practice all these to build our country, Ghana. Thank you, and God bless you all. And also, Kels sent a message, and he was talking about the Tamale incident, Karim. And he was saying, the message that Tamale is now a crime scene.
Thank you for that.
So he says that Tamale is now a crime scene after the exit of the special task force that was sent by the IGP. So Tamale to the rescue. And I heard it's the fastest developing city in
That's why I'm surprised. Have you ever been to Tamale?
No, I'm yet to get to Tamale.
So I'm surprised hearing this report.
I've got to Tamale and come back.
Yeah, I'm surprised anyway. But please, this is the only country we have. I am proud to be a Ghanaian. I don't think I can be a Togolese.
It's the only country for you.
This is the only country.
The politicians shouldn't. They have. They have permanent residence in other countries.
The point I am making is that this is what we have. So we can't say, we can't say it will not be good. The onus lies on us. Kwame Nkrumah has done his. President Mahama has.
We are saying that with the way things are going.
So it is incumbent. How did Rwanda change the narrative?
You see,
how did they change the narrative?
You don't want me to say some of the things on TV.
I'm just saying. The only thing I'm saying is that let's not give up.
You don't want me to say. some of the things on TV. When we go on break, maybe I can say. But you see, I'm not giving up.
Yeah, don't give up.
I'm the last person to give up.
No, I'm not limiting it to you. I think the caller also mentioned. Yes, I think it's just a general thought.
I'm the last person to give up on this country, Randy. I love this country so much that I've made so many things go for the sake of my love for Ghana. But you see, I'm saying that if we continue on the tangent on which we are,
we will change.
And looking at some of the people we met doing student politics,
we will change.
And where some of them are today, and the things they are doing,
it will shock you.
If we allow those things to fester,
we will change.
I'm afraid.
We will change.
I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid for this country.
We will change.
Somebody sat on TV and said, Wallahi, we must rescue this country. And none of them caught.
We'll rescue this country.
If there is no better example, that is enough for you now. Break the shoe and we'll go.
Break the shoe.
We leave the country Ghana into the hands of God. Somebody said we
leave
should
God out of this.
We should.
People are overburdening God. No, don't be bringing God. People are overburdening God. God is busy dealing with people who are busy.
Hold on.
Okay.
Somebody sent me a message and said.
So the person said God.
Wait, I'm coming. I'm driving to a point.
You are what?
Me Yaeko. Oh, more trish. Somebody sent a message and says that he feels that Ghana needs a break for itself. So we should all leave the country. Then allow the country to.
Where should we go? Togo?
I don't know. Now, where are we going? If I'm going, I should put him in my bag.
Okay, so I think we need to find out from the whoever said
Kels, come
where should we go?
Come and check.
Now, to be sincere, even if we swap with the best of countries and we go there.
It is Yesu. It is our Su and by. Look, let me give a classical example. Go to Bronx, in New York, where majority of Ghanaians live.
Yeah.
When you go and come back, you go there and come back. You just go there and come back. It's okay.
Okay.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the blessing vibe. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
You're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Let's take time to celebrate some amazing personalities today. 10th June 2026. We're celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Let's take a look at our list of celebrants this morning. Who are we celebrating first here for birthdays this morning? Okay, Loretta Bredu Ejari, belated happy birthday to you. May your year be blessed and may your year be beautiful. Belated happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Berry, happy birthday to you. Have a great year. Have a beautiful year. Have an amazing year, and may all your wishes come to pass in this year and beyond. Happy birthday to you, Berry. And away from Berry, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Okay, Deladem Komla logo. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Deladem. And we wish you the very best that life has got to offer, and may this year be a blessed one for you. The Ladem Komla logo. Away from him, who are we celebrating again? Okay, Delhi Sheld. I don't know if I pronounce the name right, but Delhi, happy birthday to you. Have a blessed year, have a great year, and have an amazing year. Happy birthday to you, Delhi. And this is coming from the bond, all and level 100 students, distance education, political science students. So yeah, Delhi, happy birthday to you. Away from him, who are we celebrating again this morning? Gabriella Yabua Afari. Happy birthday to you, beautiful. This is coming from your sister Danielle to you. She wishes you a blessed year, a great year, an amazing year. May this year bring you lots of blessing, lots of love, and lots of goodies. She celebrates you so much. And yes, cheers to a bigger and better new age. Gabriella Yabua Aferi, happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again. Ishmael Akon, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. May the year be a blessed one for you. May it be a great year, a good one, of course. Cheers to many good things. Happy birthday to you, Ishmael Akon. Away from him, who are we celebrating again this morning here? Yindana Frank, happy birthday to you. Yindana, have a blessed year, have a great year, have an amazing year. May this year bring you lots of blessings. May all the good things you've prayed for be your portion in this year and beyond. Yindana, happy birthday to you. Have a great year. Away from him, who are we celebrating again this morning? Okay, so that's a notable birthday to ever beautiful, ever amazing Honorable Hajia Nasira Afra, Member of Parliament for Setre Afram Plains. And this is coming from Imbombo Vanessa Livingston, your PA. He says that may Allah bless you with good health, long life, and prosperity. You have served your people well. You have touched many lives positively. Continue to be a great and inspiring leader. Honorable Hajia Nasira Afra, Member of Parliament for Setre Afram Plains. And from Imbombo Vanessa, he wishes you a blessed year. So yeah, have a blast and cheers to this new age. So that will be it for birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do well to keep your wishes coming in to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939, 055-269-7939. Let's have your wishes 3 p.m. the day before your birthday so we can celebrate you and your loved ones. Randia Haji is on standby to give us the latest updates from what the papers are saying this morning. Randy.
All right, now thank you. Let's take a look at what we have on the front page of Daily Guide newspaper, and it says U.S. extradite ex-Max Lock boss to serve 10-year jail term. There you have a picture of Sedna Tamaklo. More here, Charles BCU case. Court rejects portions of OSP key witness testimony, and also Rambo teacher caged for assaulting female students. As a story on page 6 of the paper. The custodian says, what is presidential about them? Kwesi Pratt questions credentials of NDC aspirants. Waste managers urge sustainable funding for Accra sanitation. World Cup 2026 kicks off tomorrow. Let's move on to the Republic Press. Sedina Ationu lands in Ghana. And also, CAF doctors suspend strike over Otumfuo's intervention. The Chronicle says government plots Oforiatta's extradition, AG to meet U.S. counterpart soon. After grueling legal processes, Sedinam Ationu finally extradited to Ghana. The Metro lends CTN by another name. Renewed cargo tracking, push raises cost, duplication, and data sovereignty questions. And also, Anodompre gives 208K to Nsawam Hospital for OPD expansion. The new crusading guide, standoff brews between Sunyani Hini and Domahini over illegal mining sites. The Ghanaian Times, over 4,000 drivers denied licenses after mandatory eye test last year. It's a story on page 12 of the newspaper. Government offers tax incentives for factories outside Accra. The BNFT also says Agbogloshi soil contaminated. That's according to study. Mercury at 0.53 and the others. You can grab a copy and read the details. Agriculture, rice farmers demand 6 months import ban. Let's move on to the front page of the Accra Times newspaper. Afoko pushes 3 hours agenda for NPP revival, calls for unity and strategic planning. MPA marks World LPG Day 2026 committee to expand access and improve safety. The Ghanaian publisher IAG hails ICOM's impact. That's a story on page 3 of the newspaper. Citizen moves to block District Assembly Common Fund payments to MPs. Okay, and also Mama Pat calls for strong action to end obstetric fistula. And finally, NDC 2028 race. Pratt questions credentials of hopefuls. That's a story on page 2 of the newspaper. And that's it with the WoezorTV newspaper review segment. Let's get to know the details. Now he's on standby to give us that.
Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Flag Task Force and other relevant state agencies to prepare comprehensive report on Ghana's flood situation following recent floods, particularly in Accra. The report is expected to identify flood-prone areas and blocked waterways to guide both immediate and long-term interventions. Speaking on June 9th upon his return from Belarus, President Mahama noted that this year's heavy and persistent rains have worsened flooding in several communities. He also expressed concerns over human activities, including building in waterways, which continues to contribute to the problem.
It's an issue that we need to read. Happy Nana explained that discipline must stop. Our values are eroded. We don't care anymore. When it's raining, it's the time for us to pour our garbage in the drain. And we think that we've disposed of it. Yes, you've disposed of it from your house, but it won't go far. It will go and get choked with the garbage from all the other houses. And when the rains come, it will back up into your house. And it goes and it's choked all our drains. People ask, why don't you do underground drains? The underground drains are choked with plastics, the food packaging, those styrofoam things that we buy our food in. After we eat, we just dump it in the drains. It's choked all the underground drains. And then aside from that, we built everywhere. It's a concrete jungle. In many places, in many countries, there are green places that soak the water. In Accra, there's nowhere. The only place left is Children's Park and Achimota Forest. And that one is even in danger of being willed to successors and made part of people's wills.
Now, beyond enforcement, President Mahama says governments will combine public education with stricter regulation to prevent future flooding. He disclosed plans for a task force to identify restricted waterways and an outline nationwide awareness campaign on environmental responsibility.
This year too, the rains have been unusually heavy, and that is why we're seeing the extent of flooding that we're seeing. In other years, it's not. The rainfall is not as heavy. This one started in May and has continued all the way into June. And so I've directed a task force, NADMO and all the others, to do a presentation to us. We're going to identify all the restricted waterways. And when they have done that, I'm giving the directive that they should go ahead and do what they have to do. And I hope that when we do that, all Ghanaians would understand that it is government's business to protect the safety of all of us. We also need to invest in education, information and education. And so the government communications department and all others must come and put, educational material out there. Now we have the new media. We should be able to do small skits that show our people what not to do in respect of the kinds of things that we do that create problems for us.
And away from the president, the U.S. Embassy in Ghana has announced the extradition of former Maslok CEO Sedina Tamaklo Ationu following a conviction on more than 70 corruption-related charges, including embezzlement of over $6 million in public funds. The embassy described the move as a reflection of the strong law enforcement partnerships between Ghana and the United States and their shared commitment to accountability. According to the presidency, Ationu arrived in Ghana on June 9, 2026. Her extradition is the first transfer of a fugitive from the United States to Ghana since 2009. The Attorney General also expected to hold discussion with the U.S. Department of Justice on pending extradition requests between the two countries. And moving on, the Energy Commission has officially launched the 7th edition of the Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge, dubbed the Champion of Champions competition. The initiative aims to empower students to develop innovative renewable energy solutions to support Ghana's transition to a sustainable and resilient economy. There's more in this report.
Launched the 7th edition of the Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge, a flagship program designed to nurture innovation and creativity among Ghanaian students in the renewable energy sector. This year's competition themed Harnessing Renewable Energy to Power a 24-Hour Green Economy will for the first time feature a Champion of Champions category, bringing together previous winning schools to compete at a higher level. Deputy Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Richie Jan Mensah, said Ghana's green transition must be driven by innovative and homegrown solutions. He noted that climate change continues to threaten food security and economic growth, stressing the need for practical interventions and strengthening resilience and sustainability.
These projects that you develop today speak for the farmer. Let a project speak for the fisherman in my hometown, Apam. Let a project speak for the trader in casual markets. Let a project also look at the manufacturer in Tema. Let your projects address some of the challenges that our nurses are facing, especially those in our rural areas. Let a project that you are going to develop now be useful to every Ghanaian, so that we can even rely on your projects to solve some of the challenges that we have in our energy sector.
Acting Deputy Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Chris Nanabenyali, said participation has grown from 6 schools in the maiden edition to more than 100 schools nationwide, with students developing solutions for agriculture, clean cooking, environmental protection, and rural electrification.
These achievements clearly demonstrate that our young people are not only capable of identifying challenges within their communities, but also developing innovative and practical solutions to address them.
Board Chairman of the Energy Commission, Professor John Gachi, emphasized that the competition is not merely for entertainment, but to encourage innovation that contribute to national development.
We look forward to feasible designs, concepts, and projects that you'll be proffering, cost-effective and use of local materials to solve some of the problems that you identify. And again, we want to see possibility of scalability to ensure that what you proffer can contribute to commercialization and the development of the country.
Participants are expected to develop practical and scalable renewable energy innovations capable of addressing challenges in sectors including agriculture, healthcare, education, and small-scale enterprises. For WoezorTV, Rachel Asamoah.
Now, away from that, Minister of State for Climate Change and Sustainability, Seydou Isifo, has called for urgent action on demand-side electrification as a key driver of Africa's energy transition and climate resilience. Speaking at a high-level side event during the Bonn Climate Change Conference, Mr. Isifo said electrification is no longer an energy strategy, but a critical pathway to economic transformation and climate adaptability for vulnerable communities. He noted that although Africa contributes little to global greenhouse gas emissions, it continues to bear the brunt of climate change impacts. According to him, the continent faces the dual challenge of expanding energy access while building cleaner and more sustainable energy systems.
To expand generation capacity alone, we must plan the grid for the load profiles that are common, not the ones that exist today. In West Africa, cooling is the defining load growth of the next decade. Buildings will be the most electrified sector globally, reaching 55% of total final consumption by 2035 and more than 75% by 2050. This is a signatory, Ghana is a signatory to the Global Cooling Pledge. We understand what this means for our grid, our urban planning, and our industrial policy. Cooling demand is not simply a load. It is a flexibility asset if we plan for it correctly. The question is whether we design charging infrastructure and demand responsive cooling into our grid build out now, or retrofit it later at a far greater cost. Global investment must nearly double from $500 billion in 2025 to $1 trillion per year in 2026 to 2035.
Away from the issues of energy, the Confanoche Doctors Association, CADA, has suspended its industrial strike effective 6 p.m. on June 9, 2026, following successful engagement with key stakeholders. The association cited the intervention of Otumfuo Seitutu II, the hospital's board, management, and other stakeholders as instrumental in the decision. CADA said it suspended the strike in the interest of patient care and public health while discussions continue to resolve the outstanding issues. The association also expressed appreciation to the Ghana Medical Association and other health sector groups for their support throughout their industrial strike. And now government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening Ghana's health workforce as part of efforts to achieve universal health coverage. At the 2026 Annual Health Summit in Accra, policymakers and health sector stakeholders outlined plans to recruit more health professionals, improve deployment to underserved areas, and build a more resilient healthcare system.
Annual Health Summit in Accra, the Vice President, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyemang, called for sustained investment in Ghana's health workforce to accelerate the country's drive towards universal health coverage. held under the theme Building a Resilient Health Workforce to Accelerate the Attainment of Universal Health Coverage, the Vice President said government is strengthening the sector through the Free Primary Healthcare Initiative, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, and the recruitment of health professionals to address staffing gaps across the country. She announced that government has granted financial clearance for the recruitment of 16,000 health workers this year, with 8,000 already undergoing recruitment.
Government in 2026 granted financial clearance for the recruitment of 16,000 health professionals, with 8,000 currently being recruited. This exercise forms part of a strategic deployment in health personnel to support the government's flagship Free Primary Healthcare Initiative.
Minister for Health, Governor Minta Akando, noted that while Ghana has made significant progress in expanding its health workforce, challenges remain in the equitable distribution and retention of health professionals, especially in rural areas.
Only 12 medical doctors accepted postings to underserved regions. And these underserved regions are 8 in number. Only 12 medical doctors accepted posting to 8 regions. 12. Your Excellency, in 2026, we have successfully placed 100 doctors in these same regions. We are also expanding specialist training. Specialist trainings for doctors has been decentralized. We have also introduced post-basic nursing, and this year alone, we have 475 nurses in training and project to train about 1,000 each year.
The summit brought together policymakers, health professionals, and development partners to discuss strategies for building a resilient workforce capable of supporting Ghana's long-term healthcare goals. For WoezorTV, Ellen from Pong.
Away from health, the Ghana Maritime Authority has launched a major nationwide water safety intervention aimed at reducing drowning incidents in the country's inland waterways. The initiative includes the deployment of 200 inland water safety guards and a rollout of a life jacket program to enforce a strict no life jacket, no travel policy.
The Maritime Authority has commissioned 200 inland water safety guards and launched the Life Jackets for Safety and Livelihood initiative as part of efforts to reduce preventable deaths on Ghana's waterways. The program, launched under the theme Our Ocean, Our Obligation, Our Opportunity, forms part of government's broader strategy to strengthen safety and enforcement on inland water bodies across the country. Speaking at the launch, Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikbe described the initiative as a decisive step towards ending fatalities on rivers and lakes, noting that waterways remain critical transport links connecting communities, schools, market, and healthcare facilities.
This is a formal roadmap to research the culture of safety on our inland water bodies. Today's commissioning marks a moment that these safety guards we see today are fully equipped and vested with the authority to enforce all standards that will be required of all travelers on our waters. The policy is no life jackets, no travel.
Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority, Dr. Kamal Dean Ali, explained that the initiative will make life jackets more accessible through subsidized sales and rental schemes, while the newly trained safety guards will ensure compliance at landing sites and river crossings.
We intend to have life jackets available at discount prices so that individuals can purchase them. Why not purchase a life jacket? But we'll also make them available for rental so that individual that is not prepared to pay for a life jacket and own it can rent it for a trip or for a voyage at, for example, 2 cities, so that you become a partner in safety.
The Ghana Maritime Authority says the program will be rolled out nationwide in partnership with local communities, traditional authorities, and transport operators as government moves to strictly enforce its no life jacket, no travel policy to improve safety and reduce fatalities on the country's waterways. For WoezorTV, Ellen from Pong.
Time now for some international news. Now, at least 12 people have been killed and 9 others injured in a massive shooting at an informal settlement in Cleveland, Johannesburg, South Africa. Police reported that a group of more than 10 suspects arrived in a white Toyota Quantum late on Tuesday, entered the settlement through different access points, and opened fire on residents at multiple locations before fleeing the scene. Officers responded to reports of an ongoing shooting while emergency medical teams treated the injured and transported victims to nearby hospitals. Police said 8 men and 3 women died at the scene, while another man later succumbed to his injuries in the hospital. Authorities have launched a manhunt for the suspects and said investigations are ongoing, with the motive for the attack yet to be established. And away from that, a demonstrator has been shot during a protest in the Kenyan town of Nanyuki against the construction of an Ebola quarantine center for U.S. citizens. A protest leader told the Reuters news agency that police shot dead the demonstrator. Police have not yet commented, but the groups of protesters who were waving Kenyan flags, carrying placards and holding a coffin with the word Ebola written on the side had been demanding that the U.S. plan to build the health facility at a nearby military base be reversed. The police had fired tear gas to break up the demonstration. Last week, 2 people died after being shot as police dispersed similar protests. The AFP news agency reports that on Tuesday, there were running battles in Nanyuki, about 200 kilometers north of the capital, Nairobi, as protesters clashed with police. And now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen, now Yokoti.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy, find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone. It's how things get better.
Welcome back for Sports Update on the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfred Amoafo. Today is 10th of June, just a day to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So tomorrow, expect the beginning of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We started a countdown for somewhere 100 days to go, and as I speak, we are just a day to go. I'm sure you would have been happy when we start with the World Cup stories, but then let's start from another beautiful story, because guess what? On the tennis courts, Serena Williams is back. Yesterday, she rode back the years at the Queens with a winning performance on her comeback to tennis after 1,375 days away from the sports. Now, fans with the hottest tickets in town packed out of the Andy Murray Arena on Tuesday evening to watch one of the greatest players of all time return to action, playing doubles alongside Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko. The 44-year-old American did not look a touch out of place as the pair won 7-6, 7-2, 6-2 to upset third seed Erin Rutliff and Nicole Melicha Martinez in that game. Here's the highlights of that game. 44 years old Serena Williams is back on the court, and she's doing it just as she left it. Beautiful and firm in that play yesterday. So just enjoy a brief of the highlights yesterday. She's back on the court to give us that smiling face is Serena Williams, and I'm sure you enjoyed that brief highlight. In fact, firm and very technical. Look at the serves and the kicks, so beautiful. You want to see more from her. 44 years, and she doesn't even look like that. And so I'm sure that she's back for good for all of us and the tennis lovers. But then let's do some club transfer, because Real Madrid have had the 150 million euro bid for Julian Alvarez being rejected by Atletico de Madrid. Now, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez last week pledged to make a 150 euro offer for an unnamed Galactico player if re-elected to his position. Having successfully retained control on Sunday, Perez made good on his promise. However, the move for the 26-year-old Argentina forward was turned down by his club, who cited Alvarez's release clause of 500 million euros. And so Atletico Madrid is saying that 150 they won't accept it. Now, after Madrid making this bid, Barcelona is the one crying bitterly. They are not so happy about Real Madrid making that 150 million euro for the player, because they believe that Madrid is deliberately making the players release clause go higher. Because I mean, 150 million for Alvarez, it's out of this world. But of course, Barca believes that it's a strategic move by Madrid to just let Atletico Madrid reject Barca's bid for him. Barca is yet to name their price for him, but of course, Madrid going first with 150 and they rejecting, you better not go, because 500 million Barca will not dare to even make that bid for Julian Alvarez. But then, of course, there are other issues going on, saying that probably the player is also eyeing Arsenal. He wants to join Arsenal rather than staying in Spain to play for any of the big clubs, whether Barca or Real Madrid. So time will tell where Alvarez will be heading to. He's going to the World Cup, and so probably the teams who also would want to access him to see whether he fits that 500 million euros that Atletico Madrid is also announced. You shouldn't forget that Jose Mourinho has landed in Spain to begin his way for Real Madrid. Official announcement will be made soon, and so we are looking forward to that. You shouldn't forget that Madrid is in the market. They've already made some significant signing at the back for Mourinho. And so they would want to beef up the attacking front for the team going into next season. 2 seasons Madrid is yet to win a trophy, and it is not good news for the Madridistas. Of course, in the market they will be hot. So if you have a best player out there, you shouldn't forget that Madrid is eyeing all the Galacticos. That is what Perez actually promised the team, that if he's been re-elected, he's going to pursue, and he has started that. So well, let's talk about the World Cup. Like I made mention in the beginning, that we are just a day to the World Cup, and as we started from last month to now, we've been looking at some of the teams or the nations that are going in there, the profile, their pedigree when it comes to World Cup. Now is the turn of the Black Stars of Ghana. We will be playing on the 17th of June, and our opening game will be against Panama. But of course, let's look at what the Black Stars have been doing when it comes to the FIFA World Cup, starting from 2006 down to 2026 as you've been participating. What is the record and fact for the Black Stars when it comes to the World Cup? Ghana will be making their 5th FIFA World Cup appearance since 2006. So you've been to 2006, you've been to 2010, you've been to 2014, 2022, and then we are going for the 2026 one. So on your screen is some highlights of Ghana's performance at the 2026, at the World Cups. In fact, that is a beautiful goal from Sule Ali Muntari. So this to give you some memories. If you get the spirits back on the pitch, maybe on the 17th of June, Ghana can win our first game, go ahead to beat Croatia, and even finalize it with England and qualify from the group stage to the next level of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So Steven Tornado Appiah, you miss him, of course. He's standing behind the World Cup and the famous celebration, bringing back memories. Yeah, so Ghana's best ever World Cup performance was reaching the quarterfinals in 2010. The best Black Stars has ever achieved in the World Cup. Ghana became only the 3rd African nation to reach World Cup quarterfinal, following Cameroon 1990 and Senegal in 2002. The Black Stars' first World Cup match was at the 2006 tournament in Germany, where they eventually reached the round of 16. Asamoah Gyan is Ghana's all-time leading World Cup scorer with 6 goals, the most by any African player in the World Cup history. Gyan also scored Ghana's first ever World Cup goal against Czech Republic in 2006. Ghana's most famous World Cup match remains the dramatic 2010 quarterfinal against Uruguay, where a last-minute handball by Luis Suarez denied Ghana a historic semi-final place before the Black Stars lost on penalties. Now, Ghana's overall World Cup record stands at 15 matches, 5 wins, 3 draws, and 7 defeats, with 18 goals scored. So this is the Uruguay game. Muntari, beautiful goal from Sule Ali Muntari. But of course, Diego Forlan, as prolific as he was in that tournament, equalized for Uruguay. And then that famous penalty that was missed by Asamoah Gyan. But of course, that is at the back of our memories, forging ahead for the start of the 2026 tournament. Ghana qualified for the 2026 World Cup by topping their CAF qualifying group, winning 8 out of their 10 matches. So, we're not bad at all. And looking at what we've done in the past, we have the pedigree to qualify from the group stage. All hopes not lost yet, because if you are in a group with Panama and England and Croatia, it's going to be a bit difficult. But let's trust the boys and trust Carlos Queiroz that he's going to deliver. He's put the boys through some vigorous training, and we've seen the positive energy at camp. You've been seeing some videos, the boys singing along Black Hole Sheriff's songs and all those stuff in buses. It means that they are poised and ready for the kickoff of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We are also waiting. WoezorTV is also preparing to give you the best, and count on us that you're going to get all the games live here, detailed analysis, breakdowns for you to understand and know and appreciate the World Cup into full details. My name is Godfred Amwafa, brought to you sports on the Breakfast Cafe. Asantua is standing by to bring you entertainment. Do stay.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Good morning. Welcome to the entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Evergreen Asantwa, and here are today's headlines in the world of entertainment. 100 Ghana cedis gold card. Shatta Wale introduces new fan membership plan. Kweku Smoke carries Ghanaian hip-hop to Belgium and Italy. Rocky Dawuni announces UK and Netherlands tour. James Bond shouldn't change for Trent. Idris Elba. And now to the details of the stories. Shatta Wale has announced plans to formally register members of the Shatta movement through a new membership program. Under the initiative, fans who register and pay 100 Ghana cedis will receive a gold card, which the musician says will provide access to premium services and exclusive benefits. While reactions online have been mixed, the announcement reflects a growing trend in entertainment. Around the world, artists are increasingly transforming fan bases into structured communities with memberships, exclusive experiences, and direct engagement opportunities. The move highlights how modern musicians are exploring new ways to strengthen loyalty and build sustainable relationships with supporters beyond music releases and concerts. And that is the gold card you're seeing on your screen, and the unique things that it comes with, or the exclusives. It says that you get a unique gold card member, and then you also get an official SM member status. You also have access to all fan activities and a lot more. So yesterday, Shatta Wale posted this on X, and then you should come and see the Shatta fans. Oh, I love this for him, and I think that it's been a long way coming, and it is only right that this happens. And people are excited about it. People are not complaining. That's the interesting bit, and also the positive part of this. In fact, it's just a whole positive vibe here and there. So congratulations going out to Shatta Wale and all the SM fans out there. I know that you guys have been, you know, very, very positive. You've been supporting him, coming together. Look at when, you know, the whole Yoko thing was happening. So it is only high time and only right that this thing comes up now. And I can't wait to see what he will do with this membership thing that we're seeing now. Now let's move away from that and let's talk about Kweku Smoke. Now, fresh off a sold out concert at the London's Electric Brixton, Kweku Smoke is taking his momentum across Europe with an upcoming performance in Belgium and Italy. The rapper's London success attracted fans from across the UK and Ghanaian diaspora, marking another milestone in his growing international journey. Beyond the tour date, the story highlights the increasing global appeal of Ghanaian hip-hop. Once viewed largely as a local movement, the genre is steadily finding audiences abroad through artists who combine authentic storytelling with strong live performances. Kweku Smoke's European one is another sign that Ghanaian rap continues to gain recognition beyond its traditional borders. And I love this for Kweku Smoke. I mean, we are still talking about the London events. We are not even done with what happened at the Electric Brixton. And we are here celebrating another milestone for him. Kweku Smoke is taking you and I to Italy and Belgium. And I hope that you are absolutely ready for that. And this signifies that lately, you know, yesterday I told you about Kiddy. We've had a lot of performances earlier this year, and we are still even not halfway through the month, maybe to some extent, but I'm just excited about this whole concert outside the country, because I mean, why not? We've been enjoying these artists here in Ghana, and it is only nice to see that people are also getting the opportunity to have fun with them and enjoy them live. You know, sometimes very intimate, sometimes it's quite large, but you still get to see him and you still get to have a feel of him. So we are wishing you well on this one, Kweku Smoke, and I love this for you, and I know that you're very excited about this one too as well. I can't wait to see how it goes. Now, another thing that is also trending, talking about tours. Now, 4-time Grammy winner, nominee, Rocky Dawini is also preparing for a series of performances across the Netherlands and the United Kingdom this July. The tour includes stops in Rotterdam, Liverpool, London, Bristol, and the Tropical Pressure Festival, giving audiences another opportunity to experience a signature blend of Afro-root music. Now, for decades, Dawuni has built a reputation not only as a musician but also as a cultural ambassador for Ghana and Africa. His continued presence on international stages demonstrates how conscious music can remain relevant in a rapidly changing industry. The tour reflects the growing appetite for artists who combine entertainment with messages of culture, identity, and social awareness. And this is another thing too that we love to see. A few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with him. We spoke about quite a number of things and how he's bringing certain things that we enjoyed once back. And I'm so excited to see that he is taking us to London this July. So if you want to know more, if you want to buy your ticket, if you want to find out more about the event, you should hop on to rockydawuni.com or his website. And I'm definitely sure that you can find the link on his social media handles. Then you can purchase a ticket, tell a friend, tell another friend that Rocky Dawuni is visiting a place near you, a venue near you this July. So go out there and have fun. I mean, there's no two ways about the fact that he's always putting Ghana on the map. He's always preaching the cultural, gospel. And I also love this for him. Now, another thing that is also trending that has gotten the internet excited and probably not too excited also at the same time, which is British actor Idris Elba. Now, he has weighed in on the ongoing conversation surrounding the future of James Bond, saying the iconic spy should not be changed simply to satisfy modern expectations. Speaking to GQ, Elba argued that the character should remain true to its original purpose as entertainment and escapism. His remarks comes as speculations continue over who will succeed Daniel Craig as the next 007. Beyond the casting debate, Elba's comments highlight a larger discussion taking place across film and television, how creators balance preserving beloved traditions while adapting stories for new generations. It is a conversation that continues to shape some of the world's biggest franchises. And we all know that, the 007 is, a white person or white man, as people would want to call it. And that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying that we shouldn't woke the character. And he doesn't think that audiences or people are going to enjoy 007 as a black man. But the comments, the trends, what is happening on social media is way like opposites from what Idris Elba is telling you and I. Why? Because it looks like we are absolutely ready for Idris to play this role. And as long as I can remember, he has been, touted for the 007 character for a very long period of time. So I don't know. Maybe he should actually rethink the whole thing, and then we can see what he can come up with the 007 character, because the cheer, the excitement, and the conversations going on around this 007 character only means that we believe and we know and we trust that Idris Elba can absolutely play the James Bond character flawlessly and smoothly. So Idris, if you're watching, if you're listening, if you come across this video, maybe you should sit down and actually think about it. Sometimes you need to, create new characters, right, out of old characters. And sometimes some characters also need a fresh start and a new face. And I'm sure that's even why they are changing the individual that plays the 007 character. So I can't wait to see how far this goes, because who doesn't love James Bond? Who doesn't love that 007 character? We all do. And we are waiting to see the new face of James Bond. My name is Evergreen Asantwa, and that will be all for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Today is Wednesday at 2 p.m. I come your way with Tune Talk. We talk the tune, and I always say we simply live the vibe. So do well to tune in, tell a friend to tell another friend that I will be on air at exactly 2:00 p.m. on TuneTalk. Have a good morning and enjoy the rest of the program.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Good morning and happy to see you once again. My name is Harrison Ahoba. I'm your finance and investment analyst, and I'm very privileged for this platform, WoezorTV, privileged for the segment Woezor Breakfast Cafe, and more privileged for the segment, the financial well-being segment. So at the end of the day, here on this platform, we are empowering you, and I've always said your feedback, your calls, your messages, we are grateful, we keep better, and thank you for sharing the link and inviting your friends to join us. We started the past 2 weeks to discuss how to spot scams through investments. So we call them the red flags, and we're able to share with you. So just for a quick recap, we learned the first sessions that the institutions or anybody dealing with you for an investment opportunity should be registered, should be licensed, and should be regulated by the regulators. I mentioned from Bank of Ghana to National Insurance Commission to National Pensions Regulatory Authority, and a lot of them. And if you are in doubt, the numbers are there, call us and would help you. You also mentioned that don't be coerced into going into investment because of jargons or the complexity. Investments are supposed to be simple. Remember, you work hard for your money. Don't let people confuse you. We also mentioned that don't be enticed by very high interest rates where they promise you that there are no risks involved. I mentioned even the drinking of water, it is risky. So be very careful when people tell you this investment is so good and that there's no risk involved. It is never true. It is a red flag. There will be an amount of risk. It can be small, it can be medium, it can be large, depending on who you are, but there is an element of risk. We also mentioned that you should not be in haste to quickly sign on an investment opportunity without taking your time to understand and know. Don't be in rage. Don't let them push you. Don't let them tell you that this investment is only for this short period. It's only for these people. You are the number one, number two, number three. It doesn't work like that. We are going to end the sessions with 2 more opportunities for you to learn how you can see as an investment fraud and quickly say that, hey, this one, I'm not going into it. The next thing I want us to talk about is an investment opportunity that comes with a lot of paperwork, which is not so clear. When I say paperwork, it can also be physical paper or an investment on the internet or on the web. So you go onto the platform, they tell you these are the forms. So by the time you fill in and completing one form or the other, bring this, bring that, you have even forgotten what you have signed on to. So the plan is that when there is an opportunity for you to fight for something that might have gone wrong, you have even forgotten what you fought for, you signed. So it is very important for you to say that please get the forms to be very simple and clear. And like I mentioned, the way you struggle to get your money, you should not let it go easily. When you are on the web, for instance, when they bring a form for you to complete, it should be very simple. 2-3 forms, then you are clear what you are doing. But be very careful when the paperwork is complex. A page with so many terms and conditions. And that is very risky because you don't have the time. It's like you buy a new phone, you know that thing, that paper they give to you, when you switch on the phone, then you see plenty to they say accept, or you just press accept. You don't even go for it to read anything. By accepting to the terms and conditions, you have signed on to a scam without you knowing. So be very careful. Now the last tip I want to give, which unfortunately sometimes we create it ourselves, is that we do not initiate some activities to call our investment. This is the trick. Every investment you are doing somewhere, one thing that you can be sure to do to know whether it is a scam or not is that from time to time, request for your statement as a start, and then request to make some withdrawals. You'll be surprised that when it gets to the withdrawal, then the people will start panicking. They will tell you, oh, yeah, we don't withdraw, or you have to wait, you have to give us this, you have to give us that. If for now, your investment has traveled a little while and you are even calling for some part of your investment and you are struggling to get it, what makes you think that in the next 2, 3, 4 years when you need it, they can easily give it to you? So sometimes you don't need the money anyway, but just initiate a withdrawal and say that, can I have access to this percentage or this quantum of my money? Then you see that the institutions will be struggling. But don't also fall for this. Sometimes when you request for money, they can easily give it to you, thinking they want to build your confidence. So it's a very slippery slope. But what we are saying here is that investments are supposed to be simple. They are supposed to be clear. They are supposed to be easy for you to understand and easy for you to, as it were, have access to your money. So if any opportunity comes to you, take your time. And we at WoezorTV, especially on the Breakfast Cafe and the Financial Wellbeing session, if you are an individual, you are a company, you are a school, whatever help you need to understand, to know how to protect your funds, your investment, we are ready to help you. That's why we keep saying that this is your free financial investing. All you just need to do is to tune in, sit down, take your pen and paper, and then you write. So over the few weeks that we have interacted, we have been able to expose you to what we call a red flag in investment. We have taught you how to spot one, and more importantly, we have taught you what to do when you spot one. And I'm encouraged and I'm happy because on this platform, whilst you are getting better, we are also happy because your welfare means so much to us, and we are looking forward to you sharing this link and inviting people that they should sit and watch the Breakfast Cafe. There's a special session of financial well-being, both for themselves, their companies, and even their children. We look forward to seeing you again. We are happy with your feedback. Thank you so much for watching WoezorTV, and see you next time.
Prosperity does not begin in speeches, it begins in effort. Hope is not declared, it is built day after day by people who believe in tomorrow. At 69, Ghana is not standing still. Ghana is working.
This day will never be forgotten. The 6th of March 1957, when the Gold Coast successfully.
Nation building is not confined to boardrooms or ceremonies. It lives in the daily work of teachers, traders, farmers, engineers, nurses, and entrepreneurs.
The type of Ghana that we want should be culturally rich
so that students can know the route where they belong to, and also they can make use of their God-given talent mounted with their education, and they can come out successfully in life. The type of Ghana I want my students to inherit is a Ghana that is full of discipline, where students can make use of their talents and then explore and make new things to solve problems in our society and also solve problems nationwide.
This is the unseen force behind Ghana's progress. Millions of hands, one shared purpose.
The doctor began as agitator, then he became
A
popular.
nation prospers when productivity replaces dependency, when skills are valued, when innovation is encouraged.
I'm actually really excited about the recent opportunities for entrepreneurs to receive training and funding from the government through the NEIP. And I feel like this is a stepping stone to most of us, because particularly for me, I had no support from the very beginning. I had to start with the little I have from friends and family, but with government support, our businesses could really scale up, and with training to equip us with the right entrepreneurial skills, we can be able to turn innovative solutions into real businesses.
These are some of the opportunities I think that the youth have to take advantage on this opportunity, and then make sure that everybody take this opportunity in the Feed Ghana policy the government is trying to put in place. So I think the government, the policy they have, we are seeing it practically on the field. So you can see the difference between what happened in a previous policy like Planting for Food and Job, and this is another Feed Ghana, which we think that the youth are taking opportunity on it, because if you see this place, you can put your bed here and sleep and be even having interaction or pruning, doing your pruning for the tomatoes. And this advantage, smart agriculture like this, disability people can take opportunity on this. So these are the
You're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. You're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Special thanks to Evergreen Asantua, Godfred Amwafu for bringing us the entertainment and sports updates respectively. Let's take our main conversation for today. We are talking about the African Governance and Anti-Corruption Summit 2026, and issues on corruption and governance, they go hand in hand. And in our part of the world, I don't think we can talk about it enough. But yes, there's another summit here this year to talk about anti-corruption and governance, especially in Africa. I have in studio with me Frank Kwe. He is the partnership lead for TBFA. He will tell us what TBFA is. And then also Samantha Bando. She is the communication officer for TBFA. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Great having you here.
Same here.
My pleasure. Great. So let me start with you, Frank. TBFA. What's TBFA about?
All right. So TBFA is actually a youth-led civil society that is actually focused on the fight against corruption.
Okay.
We also look at good governance, and then most importantly about sustainable governance. So it's just one of the civil societies around, but it's a youth-led.
Okay.
The focus is not just the youth, but it's just actually being spearheaded by youth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. So how long have you been in existence, and how long has this summit to be in existence?
So we've been in existence for over 5 years, but this is the second edition. Okay. Last year was the maiden edition show at the University of Ghana. So this is the very second one, and last year's edition was massive. So we were inspired to have the second edition very early. Thank you.
Okay, but let me come to Samantha. This year being the second edition of the Anti-Corruption and Governance Summit, how was it last year, and how are we looking at it into this year too?
Okay, last year was a success. The theme for last year was breaking the chain of corruption.
Okay.
We had amazing speakers such as the Speaker of Parliament, the National Chairman for NDC, and also officials from the OSP.
Right.
Yes. So they gave us some highlights that we, the youth, we are the futures of today. We are the leaders of today, not the leaders of the future. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, the future starts today. 2 years from.
Yeah, I wanted to add something briefly. So just like you said, for Bright Future Alliance, we believe that the fight against corruption is very broad.
Okay.
But most often we focus on the prosecutorial aspects of the fight against corruption. We, as a youth-led organization, believes that it shouldn't be just about prosecution of people who are corrupt. We also believe in the prevention. So we try to strike a balance between the prosecutorial and then preventing corruption. And so last year when we had the first edition, the focus was on empowering the youth, sensitizing them. So that was what we did last year. So last year was focused more on the preventive, to inculcate into the youth the integrity, the values that are worth sharing, values that would help us to fight corruption. And so, and a lot of the things we discussed last year are currently happening. We spoke about the OSP, the fact, the constitutionality and all of that. Today, as we can see, it's an issue in court and all of that. So we did a lot last year. This year we want to strike a balance. So we want to go back to the prosecutorial to touch briefly on that with respect to corporate institutions and public agencies. Thank you.
Okay. I was about to come to that. So yeah, talking of corporate institutions and public agencies as pillars of accountability, let us understand why that theme and what should we expect.
All right. So like I said, the focus is the balance. So last year we spoke about the youth because they are the future leaders.
Right.
We need to inculcate into them that those values and groom people with principles. And now we believe that if last year we touched on the youth, or the focus was on the youth, now we need to move past them to go to other stakeholders when it comes to the fight against corruption. And all of us would attest to the fact that when we talk about corruption, people normally focus on the politicians and all of that, but it's all of us. It's all of us. So this year we're trying to look at the corporate organization. And when we talk about corporate organization, we are talking about all of them and public agencies. So not just those at the helm of affairs, not just the ministers and all of that, but even the state institutions and any other corporation that spearhead any activity here in Ghana and Africa. Thank you.
Okay. So Samantha, what would be one thing you would want the young people to leave with after coming for the conference?
Okay. So one thing young people should leave when they come after the conference, the summit, is to help in sustainable national growth.
Okay.
And also help prevent anti-corruption in Ghana and also the world. Yeah.
Well, it is not that the average Ghanaian who has not been given a position claims he or she is not corrupt until given or being put in a place of power, lead some people, and then you realize that the sprouts of corruption start coming out. What do you make of it? Do you think that with summits like these, like what TBF has started, it's one that would help shape the young people's mind on corruption and all?
Yes, it would.
Okay, convince me.
Okay. You see, we are students, or majority of those who will be coming for the program are students, and most of these things are not taught in the class. So summits like this, programs like this, conferences like this, bringing people on board who are already in such positions to come and talk to us about such things would really help. So when we get there, we also minimize the corruption in Ghana.
Okay, but talking of the fact that most of you come in as students, you guys started from the University of Ghana. Where is the next location for this year's?
So it's the British Council.
Why British Council?
So, there were a lot of arrangement that went into having it at the University of Ghana last year.
Okay.
Just like you said, because the focus was on, it wasn't just the youth, it was all stakeholders and policy makers. But the University of Ghana was ideal given the fact that a lot of the people who were going to attend, people who had given their names out or registered, were actually based on the campus. And it's also a central point for students from UPSA, GIMPA and all of that. This year, because we are looking at corporate organizations and all of that, we wanted a central part And if you look at the British Council, somewhere in the middle of Accra, we believe that it's somewhere that can make it easy, like proximity, in terms of proximity. And then again, we're looking at the fact that the space there is ideal for such a program.
Okay.
So that is the main reason why we are having it there this time.
Right. So Samantha, on the back of British Council, we've more like touch on bits of the summit. Tell us, when is it happening, what time at British Council, and what should we expect?
Okay, so we have amazing speakers such as the guest speaker, which is Nana Oye Bampo, the Deputy Chief of Staff. We have Honorable Afenio Markins. We have Bright Ofori, that's the Executive Officer of the TBFA. And we also have Roxanne Nelson, Honorable Roxanne Nelson, and many other amazing speakers. So it's going to be on the 16th of June 2026 at the British Council at 8 a.m. sharp.
Okay, at 8 a.m. sharp. And so, final words before we, yes.
I think we have other speakers who are
right,
on to us. So, one of the key speakers, we have the Honorable Dr. Dominic Ayine, who is the Attorney General of Ghana, is going to give the keynote address. We also have the likes of Honorable Davis Ansan-Poku, who is also the Vice Chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee. He would also be present. We also have Bismarck Ayite, who is the Deputy Director of the Internal Audit Agency. And then we have civil society. I think she has mentioned Bright Ofori, who is the Executive Lead. But we also have another person who is in the person of Beauty Emefa Nate, who is actually with the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, so she would also be present.
Okay.
Sure. And now I just want to take advantage of the opportunity to mention our partners. So on the day the program is being partnered by the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition. We also have the Internal Audit Agency partnering us, and then most importantly, the National Identification Authority. They are also partnering this program.
Right.
So to the audience, I'm saying that this program is for everyone. But like I said last year, we want to crave the indulgence of the youth, especially, to actively, fully, and cautiously participate in this program so that they have an insight of what, as youth, we can do in our place to help fight against corruption. Again, this year's session is for the corporate entities, as for public agencies. So we want to also crave the indulgence of state institutions and their people. We want them to participate. We'll have an online session beyond the in-person session. Would have an online session, so we want them to really partake, because these policymakers are going to say a lot of things that would be translated into policies, into laws, and all of that, and it may affect them in the long run. So they have a role to play. When they listen and their input to make, I think they would have the opportunity to do that at some other time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, gentleman and lady. This is not just for the youth, corporate workers, state agencies. You can also find your seats there. So let's make our way to the British Council Auditorium, 16 June 2026, 8 a.m. sharp for the African Governance and Anti-Corruption Summit. I was joined here by Frank Quay, Partnership Lead for TBFA, and Samantha Bando, Communications Officer for TBFA. This is where we wrap up on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe this morning. Thank you so much for staying with us. We'll come your way again tomorrow with another exciting episode here. Until then, stick and stay on WoezorTV. Good morning.